All right, so let's talk about Abel today. And is Abel ending the weekend? And what did he mean by that exactly when he said that? So apparently The Weeknd is dropping his final album as The Weeknd and plans on starting a new chapter. He did an interview with W Magazine and he said, "The album I'm working on now is probably my last hurrah as The Weeknd. This is something I have to do, and as The Weeknd, I've said everything I can say." And he also added, "It's getting to a place in time where I'm getting ready to close the Weeknd chapter. I'll still make music, maybe as Abel, maybe as The Weeknd, but I still want to kill The Weeknd, and I will, eventually. And I'm definitely trying to shed that skin and be reborn." And this is a very interesting thing that The Weeknd said, because if he's gonna end The Weeknd and name himself something else, like his first name, Abel, what is he gonna sing about now? What is he gonna talk about? I'm very curious. And Weeknd is no stranger to branching off and doing other things, just like his show, The Idol. And a lot of people weren't a fan of that show. Well, primarily his acting, they weren't a fan of. I've never watched the show, but I've seen clips and I kind of see what people are talking about.
I'm not. Let me catch you looking at her again.
I'm sorry,
Let
I'm
me
not
fucking
sure.
catch you looking at her again. I'll fucking drag you down Rodeo while your fucking ass just fucking stomp you. I'll fucking curb stomp you.
sorry.
I'll fucking curb stomp you.
And when you look at it, his reactions don't look natural. It just looks very forced. And his acting overall just doesn't look believable. At least from the clips that I've seen, but I might just watch the show and just give it my own new opinion and see what's up. And if this is the last era of The Weeknd with this album, I think he should go the route of House of Balloons. You know, the mixtape Weekend, you know, when he was dropping House of Balloons, Thursday, Echoes of Silence, just that pure R&B, that dark, eerie, cloudy, dark type of vibe. I think he should go back to that, because when The Weeknd blew up, he kind of abandoned that sound and went full pop, and he became a megastar because of it. Like, look at these streams right here. You see this? Like, these are video game numbers. Like, he got multiple songs streaming at 100 million streams minimum, and multiple songs in the billions as well. 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. Like, it's nothing. So I can see why he went pop and stuck to that sound for quite some time. But if you want to end The Weeknd and say goodbye, why not bring that old sound back, just to turn it back around, like a full circle moment? And The Weeknd has a cult fan base, and I'm not talking about the casuals and the super pop type people. I'm talking about people from the beginning that loved The Weeknd, that loved his old songs before, that are still fans of him now, but they want that old Weeknd back. And he can mix both pop and do the R&B too, because now Weeknd is a veteran now. He's been in the game for quite some time, for 10 plus years. So he's definitely more experienced and knows what he's doing and can do more with his voice and just go crazy. His last two albums, After Hours and On FM, it depicted a tragic love story. A love story that led to a state of purgatory and contemplation. And I feel like with this last album, I feel like it's going to aim to conclude this type of narrative by attempting to break free from his past and enter some type of afterlife. He has a promo video for his new album coming in. It does give off that vibe if you look at it. Man, I can't even lie, yo. I'm excited. I'm really excited because I'm a sucker for continuity. I'm a sucker for great storytelling and things like that. Things that continue on and make you think. I love stuff like that, and The Weeknd is very good at that. The last couple albums, as a matter of fact, all of his projects, they all have some type of theme and direction and something that just keeps going. I like stuff like that. I don't know about you guys. And when good music is added on top of that, whew, that right there, that's chef's kiss. But hey, whatever Weeknd decides to do and whatever direction he decides to go on this project, whether it's fully pop or R&B and pop or just R&B, who knows? I'm still going to like it because The Weeknd doesn't make bad albums at all. Even though some people were trashing his last album, Don FM. They were saying, oh, that it wasn't that good, which is crazy to me. That album was fire. I don't know what you guys think, but that album is fire. People were kind of disappointed because they felt like that album didn't grab them as much as After Hours. But that's okay. The album was still good. And they were also hating on that album because that was around the time when Gunna was pushing P and he had that album with the white cover. I forgot what it's called. I think it's DS Forever, that album. That album outsold Don FM first week, only by like a couple thousand, I believe. Weeknd's Don FM sold 148,000 copies first week, and Gunna sold 150,000 first week. And a lot of people were in shock, including myself too. I kind of was in shock that The Weeknd didn't sell more than that, because it's The Weeknd, and coming off of After Hours selling 444,000 copies first week, 148 something, that's a huge drop. But that didn't matter to me because I still enjoyed the album. What will Abel do next? Hopefully he doesn't go country or anything like that. And if he was to go country, would his voice mesh well with country? I don't know. I don't think so. Weeknd has a very angelic voice. He has a great voice for hip hop, for R&B, for pop, and I'd say for Caribbean music too. If he was to dabble in some Caribbean type of vibes, I think Weeknd would go crazy. But he also could be teasing us, like saying that he's ending the weekend just so we could pay more attention and have us say that we miss him. But Weeknd doesn't strike me as a person to do that. The Weeknd doesn't have to do that. It's the Weeknd we're talking about. So maybe Weeknd is serious about what he's saying. Maybe he really is gonna end the weekend and branch off into something else. Yeah, he'll still do music, as he said, but maybe he wants to do more things. Maybe he wants to focus more on acting and get better. Maybe he wants to be a NASCAR driver. Maybe he wants to be an astronaut. I mean, who knows? You know, whatever The Weeknd does, he's going to try to be the best at it, and I'm rooting for him. Abel has all the connections in the world, so he'll be fine and he'll definitely figure it out. Yeah, so good luck to Abel. Can't wait for the album. And with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.